Morning, everybody. I just wanted to make at least this intro video, just introducing myself so you guys could finally see who this guy is, commenting on all your videos and Instagram posts, asking all these annoying questions of stuff I should probably already know before I get out here and do this and get people to pay me to do it. But my name is Chase. I'm the owner-operator of CR Lawns here at upstate South Carolina. Full-time, I'm a firefighter paramedic with a great organization up here. I've been there since 2014 full-time, but started my lawn business this year part-time. Wanted to go in business for myself and stop picking up so much overtime and trying to do other things to be the sole provider and my wife stay home and raise our kids. So I wanted to start my own business and just be in control of, more of my own destiny, so to speak. But I love lawn service. Always enjoyed taking care of family members' yards growing up and getting paid by cousins and aunts and uncles and grandpas and all that stuff. I've always enjoyed taking care of my own yard and making sure it's always nice and neat. Of course, it's a cliche that all of us firefighters, this is all we do part-time is landscaping, but that's not true. A lot of us do a lot of other things, but this is just what I enjoy doing. Even though it's super hot out here, it's just one of those things that comes with it. But I don't know if I'll start doing videos for YouTube a lot. I want to at least do a little bit, start out and see how it goes. But my first goal was 10 clients this year. I actually have 17. A couple of those are family members that are on an as-needed basis, but they still count. I've got some church friends of family, in-laws, their church friends. So yeah, this first year has been a lot. I exceeded my goal, I guess you could say, because my first was 10. If I got to 10, I was going to be satisfied. But I have 17. Some are weekly, some are bi-weekly, some are as needed. You kind of just take what you can get. But I've got 5 to do today, including mine. And it's supposed to start storming 2 or 3 this afternoon, and we're supposed to have crazy change in weather this weekend. So I'm gonna try to bust it and get it done. But this first customer I have, actually, I used to work with his son full-time. He's at a different fire department now, but nice family, super nice people. It's kind of a bigger yard, Bermuda yard. It takes me about an hour and 20 minutes to do it all. It's a lot of weed eating around the fence and edging his long driveway and stuff. But I was mowing this yard several weeks before I ever realized this. I don't know if you guys follow him on Instagram, the Lawn Dad, not Southern Lawn Daddy, but the Lawn Dad. Very similar yards, perfect Bermuda, like a putting green. He does all that content, sells all of his stuff to take care of Bermuda and this and that. But anyways, his yard I'm looking at it. So it took me forever to put 2 and 2 together that this property that I mow is across the street neighbor from the Lawn Dad. Finally, I drove by to mow this property one day and saw him painting that American flag on his yard, and I was like, okay, yeah, finally, that's the Lawn Dad. Okay, yeah, it makes perfect sense. So anyways, he lives right over here, and his yard looks just as good in person as it does on Instagram. And I'm pretty sure he's a pretty stand-up guy. I've seen him several times walk across the street over here to this elderly neighbor on the corner and help him do a lot of stuff. And, wasn't filming anything for content, anything like that. He was just over here helping the guy. So I haven't got a chance to meet him, but on my way in or out, if I do see him, I'm going to holler at him and introduce myself. But anyways, I need to get started on this yard. I'll try to get some footage of several yards I mow today, because I have 2 nice ones, and I've got 2 that, they're not so nice. Like we all have, but I'll film what I can. I gotta try to hurry today to get all this done and get home and see my wife and kids. So I'll walk you through some of my setup a little later, show you what all I'm working with, my new trailer that I have that nothing's mounted yet. But yeah, let's get to it. So yeah, guys, I'll just go ahead and make this video real quick. This is my new 6x12 enclosed trailer. I upgraded from a 5x8 open trailer, little tiny utility trailer that my father-in-law was gracious enough to give to me to get started. And it worked good for a couple months, but I was running out of room real quick and needed a better option to keep all my equipment out of the weather and stuff instead of having to buy a storage building at home. So this was the best of both worlds. It's going to be tight in here, but it'll do just fine. My father-in-law and I were going to put some shelves in the front. I'm going to get the wood for that this weekend. I'm going to get my equipment defender racks and mount everything on the wall, and she'll be good to go. But super excited to make this my own and make it super efficient. But this is my 2023 John Deere Z530M. Not a commercial mower, but has definitely done what I needed it to do. In fact, I got this in 2023 with the intent on starting to do a few yards. But at the time, I was just, with my work schedule, I was, getting guaranteed shifts and stuff, and I didn't want to give that up. But, yeah, got about 90 hours total on it so far since 2023. But knock on wood, she's been good. Huge fan of John Deere, and we have a great dealer in town. And then two big ones in the two big towns on either side of us. So, of course, they run steel stuff at their dealerships. I'm not a steel guy. I'm an Echo guy, except for this Husky blower here. Had that backpack blower since my wife bought her house. It's never missed a beat, man. That Husky stuff starts second, third pull every time. But and this is my Honda push mower. Was my father-in-law's also, but I'm also just taking care of his property now, so he doesn't need it anymore. So she rides with me. I've got a couple yards I have to push mow the backyard, but nothing crazy. My Echo 2620 trimmer, literally cannot recommend this thing enough. Plenty of power, lightweight. Has not had a single hiccup since I've owned it. Eventually all of my stuff will be Echo. I'll upgrade to an Echo bigger backpack blower this fall for leaves. I'll get a backup trimmer and the combi system. And then I'll have all that stuff stored on these shelves once me and my father-in-law get them built. But yeah, that's what I have right now. I have a solo backpack sprayer. I got a couple yards I spray. Yeah, I'm a mixed fuel. Echo Red Armor I run and everything has been great. But yeah, can't wait to get it all set up in here and looking neat and professional. But let's get on these yards. There it is, the lawn dad, live in the flesh. I'm at my second yard of the day. This it's another one of my nicer Bermuda lawns. This is probably the nicest lawn I have. It's a guy I actually serve on the worship team with at church. Great dude. It's bi-weekly technically for me, but he mows it on the weeks that I don't. So every other Friday. So technically it gets serviced weekly, but for me it's bi-weekly. A lot of edging because the driveway is long, and then there's this circle island part in the middle. But it's a nice Bermuda yard. Don't bag it. It ends up looking fine. I cut it on 2.5 up front, 2.75 in the back. But got a nice fenced-in pool area that he just takes care of with a push mower. He bags it. But this one takes me about an hour and 20 minutes too, just to actually, dial it in, make it look right. But yeah, let's get her done. The walk of shame. Don't do like me, guys. Keep the string In your pocket. Edges are looking good though. Another reason I can't wait to have those shelves. Who else's setup looks like this? Probably just mine. Even the steel guys put the Echo speed feeds on their trimmer. Just can't beat them. .105 is thick. So I'm at my third one of the day. This is actually my ex-roommate's house. I lived here for several years. Just a small little bi-weekly. It doesn't take real long, but it gets thick. Crabgrass and weeds and all, and it's sometimes I have to triple cut it if we've been getting some rain, just to, you know, make sure it's not super clumpy and all. But real thankful that he reached out to me wanting me to do it. I've been pretty blessed with friends reaching out once they found out I was going into business and asking me to service their property. So I'm real thankful for that. I've been blessed with a lot of people reaching out to, you know, like I said, I was only wanting 10 this year and I have 17. So real fortunate for that, and very thankful. So yeah, let's get this one knocked out. It's definitely gonna storm here soon. I still gotta try to get mine done. So yeah, let's do it. Yeah, you can see it's some very thick spots in there, but with the lack of rain we've had, it's actually not as thick as it normally is. So probably can just hit all this twice and dial it in and make it look a lot better. We got some leaves on the ground though, because you know it's so dry here and hot. These leaves are already shedding. Can get real dusty on some of these properties that I have, but this one should be okay. We'll see what it looks like after. Definitely got it looking better. She's wet. We had a lot of rain last night, so everything's super wet, but I have to definitely scrape my deck after this one, get them blades sharpened. Normally I can get this yard stripe up, but today I wasn't able to get it done. But like I said, we've been without rain, for 2 weeks almost, except for like 10 minutes at a time. Until the last 2 nights, it would just pour. So hopefully these yards start getting back in better shape, man, because they're rough right now. Well, that ain't good. Standing water in the yard. Fixing to make an absolute mess out here. We don't have to postpone this yard because this one's already long every time I come, so might just have to go around that. We'll see. Go from no rain to just pour all night. I guess I'm gonna just run the 2620 through this real quick. I wasn't fixing to get my mower stuck in that and take a chance on having to call some help out here to get me unstuck. That's just too hot for all that. So I guess we're fixing to test these Cujos out. See how waterproof they actually are. Well, I'm home from all the yards I had scheduled today. You know, that last one I just wasn't even fixing to make a mess with the mower. I mean, I've got buddies around the corner at the fire station that could have come and helped me if I got stuck, but they also run lawn businesses, and I would have never heard the end of it. So we just weren't fixing to do all that today and make a mess in the yard. So I just trimmed that spot up best I could with that 2620, and the Cujos held up pretty good. I don't feel any water in them, and that was some pretty tall water. So they've been good since I bought them. I bought them in March, man. They're nice. But yeah. But now I gotta get my own yard dialed in. That's about the worst thing now that I do this, you know, as a business, is coming home and doing my own yard in the hottest part of the day for free. But it's always worth it once you're done with it, and you can look out the window and appreciate it that you took the time to get it done at the end of the day. But we're supposed to get some rain all day tomorrow, so I won't be able to do it then. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it done. But thanks for watching. Yeah, I'm just dipping my toes in the water, no pun intended, with this YouTube thing. So guys like Lee and Ray and Chad, all the real dudes that are still out there, boots on the ground, doing it every day. I've been watching them for years, and Doc also, even though he's not doing this anymore, I hope he still somehow watches this, because he's been a huge inspiration too. All the OGs, and I'll make sure I watch you guys every day. And Nick, and with P&H, he's been a huge help. Always good about replying, just like Lee and Chad at Green Acres. So yeah, appreciate y'all guys a lot. I hope you guys do end up seeing this video. If I have to tag you in it, I might try that, so you get to watch it. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see when I make another one. Just wanted to make this first one so y'all can put a name with a face and see a little bit of what I do. Next week's my busy week, so I'll do about 15, which doesn't sound like much, but when it's part-time, it's actually a decent amount to keep up with everything else I got going on with my full-time job, and 2 toddlers and a wife who's got things that she needs to go do too. So just all another reason why I started this business. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good weekend.